All right, man. So,
This is 2 days in a row with the Rant episode, and we talked about yesterday from the video that's up now. We were ranting about we got off into talking about decision making, because that's like in the top 3. It might even be my number 1 thing for why businesses don't succeed. Why sometimes people don't succeed in life as a whole, basically. You know?
Yeah, man. If you don't have the ability to make a decision, you'll never progress forward. You'll never jump into that next phase of your business journey, even outside of business, whatever. If you can't make a decision, you're not going to go forward. But you know what? Let's jump in on that.
And it's like quick decisions too. Like, here's an example. So we have, a whole lot of different companies, but one of the companies in general is we manufacture for other companies, that are getting started and stuff like that. Well, what I've seen is the inability for them to, like, if they see some little minute mistake on a label, like, they won't throw the label away, or they'll just, like, fuss about spending $100 or whatever the case may be. Well, they never can make that decision. Well, the time they're not making that decision, 3 or 4 other guys are out there just taking their shelf space.
Yep.
I mean, you can't wait. You can't wait around and just, you just can't wait.
Yeah, so I really think, like, even hitting on that, man, like the inability to, kind of save face for a moment and say, okay, look, I'm going to just, I'll have to just take the hit on this one. So what? It's a couple $100, big deal. The money that you're going to make back from your product and or your business venture that's going to come back to you is worth that moment in time that you kind of have to take a small hit on. I'm not even.
Well, no. What do people not understand about time is fucking money. Like, that's just the case. Like, I'm not being arrogant here, but like, if somebody takes an hour of my time, that costs money, because I'm not doing something else that could be making me money. So
exactly.
Throwing something away or moving forward, like, so what? You can't be afraid to fail. Like,
exactly.
Who gives a shit? You're gonna fail. You're gonna learn. You're gonna move on.
And one of the big things that it really gets under my fucking skin is, especially in regards to marketing. Okay, so if we're talking, like, like programmatic groups or anything such as that you can do from, not necessarily AdWords per se, but if you have a marketing engine or anything like that. Okay, so if we're talking about that, you get these people who hesitate the entire time that want to say, okay, well, I want to do some marketing, but I want to target specific people, but I don't know those specific people, or, well, here, let me think about their hobbies, or,
Did they take a shit last night?
Should I target
How
this
often do they
region?
do that?
I mean, and then after an hour or two, you have no idea what the fuck this person wants. You have no idea.
You're like the content king, man. Like, you make like this crazy content and you don't second guess yourself. And that's what a lot of advertisers and things do. They second guess everything they do. They'll like put something up and be like, oh, is this good? Maybe I should change this. Maybe that red's a little off or whatever. Like, fuck, man, like, that looks good. Like, you're so good at just going like, hey, this is a good idea. I'm gonna go with it. If it fails, it fails. I'll have a new idea tomorrow.
And exactly, and that's the thing, is like, you're gonna see, okay, so a lot of people are gonna sit there and like be baffled at the fact that, oh my God, like this one, for example, this one color's off or something like that, and marketing agencies are gonna tell you, okay, well, this doesn't look 100% perfect or whatever. Okay, well, in the time that they're wasting on getting out that deliverable item, you were already losing your share of the market, or you were already losing out on that person that's being targeted by your competitor.
100%.
So, and you know what? If that ad fails, guess what? You can turn around in that hour of time that you saved from actually getting that out, make another one, and that one will hit. Or maybe that first one already hit. And so guess what? Now you have 2 ads that are hitting.
And so actually, this is going to turn into, actually, we're talking about decisions, but now you're talking about ads. Let's kind of go into that a little bit, and we'll make that a separate episode as well. Like, that's how we're going to keep doing this Rant show, I guess. But no, he's right on a lot of stuff on ads. Like, let's say Facebook, for instance. I go in there, like, Austin does a lot of content. I do a lot of the
you operate a
lot of the back end stuff. Yeah. But it's like, you can really get into second guessing what you're gonna do there. But a lot of times it's just like, just try it, and if it doesn't work out, just move on. Like, you're looking at $100 or whatever your budget is. If it's $200,000, it depends on where you're starting at. But who really cares? You're gonna make some mistakes here and there, but that's how you learn. And that's probably the biggest. I really think it's number one, man, is decision making, and people so scared of making that little $100 loss, or like, hey, you fucking sucked at Facebook this month. Who gives a shit as long as you're great in the end?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So you know what, man? That it's just like this all revolves back around those first few episodes we had, and it's led up to the point of decision making. Like, don't hesitate to take that small leap forward. If you do fail, it's not the end of the world, and be confident in your failure.
Don't hesitate, be fucking great.
Exactly. Fuck the people that say, oh no, you lost a couple $100. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? You had the balls to lose that, but the fact is you're gonna make it back. You simply are going to.
Well, there's all kinds of like these little tip books and things like that, but the fact is, like, you've got to go out. It's not really that hard to make money in these times. Like, we live in a really good day and age where there's a lot of opportunities out there. There's a ton. And so it's like, you have to be okay with making a quick decision and just moving on. Like a mistake, move on. Move on quick. You've got to make, I'm talking the number of decisions I make a day. Like, you know, I'm running 10 companies or whatever. Honestly, I'm not really not right now, but whatever. Like, I have to make a quick decision here or there. And I'm going to make wrong ones during the day. That's okay, because tomorrow, guess what? We're going to make those decisions better because I'm going to learn off the mistake.
Exactly. And you know what? When I first started working with you, I had such a bad problem with hesitation that it was affecting my workflow to a point where we had more than one talk where you had to tell me, make your fucking mind up. Because
it was literally like,
affecting what I did.
Yeah, you would bring a banner in and be like, you're fucking good. Put the banner out. Stop. Put the banner out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Quit second guessing yourself.
Yeah.
And you do not now. And you go, hey, here's something, let's go.
Now we're at a point where I could go on the ad roll and develop a whole campaign within less than an hour and have all the deliverables done. And I can do that myself. I don't have to have somebody else do it for me. I can do it myself. But the point is that I made the decision that these banners were good enough. I'm going to throw it up there. I'm going to see how well that these people respond to it. So, you know what? If it doesn't do good, it doesn't do good. I took less than an hour on it. I can go back and do it again and make it even better, learn from it, see what they responded to. It's the matter that I made the decision. I made a choice. I got it done. And I didn't hesitate.
And it's there. And then that's the thing too. And that's something another thing we should do an episode on is, like you mentioned, ad roll. Well, a lot of our people don't really know what that is. And we should definitely get into, Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, Twitter campaigns. I mean, we do so much marketing. Like, we believe in social marketing.
Exactly.
Like, that's just what we do. That's what we love to do. So that's something we can really help. And with you being like the freaking content king, man, like that's.
I'll tell you what, dude. You know who's going to be badass to have in that video too? He's going to be down in a couple weeks. It's going to be Gabe.
Oh, yeah.
Gabe is a genius when it comes to ad roll. And I tell you what, guys, another fun thing that we're going to be able to talk about is the prospecting feature, which is going to be released, or it's kind of in beta right now. So that's a neat thing to talk about, guys. We'll jump into that later. But the point is, if you take anything away from this video, make a fucking decision.
Don't hesitate,
Stop.
be great.
Exactly.
Don't hesitate. Let's use that line. Don't hesitate,
be great.
If somebody else took that, somebody's already said that, like, whatever. I don't
Fuck
care.
you.
Like, I'm sorry, like, hashtag or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, hey, I'm liking the rants lately. Like, I think there's a lot of cool things that we can kind of get into. And I think bringing the viewers more into some of our actual businesses so they can see, like, we're not just two guys back here talking shit like, like guys that don't even run businesses. They sit there and say, oh, buy my book, do this and that. Like, we're not doing that. Like, we can prove to you, we've had the governor come down. We have a 500,000 square foot building. This isn't us bragging. I drive a 1995 Tahoe sometimes. Like, who gives a shit? I'm going to show you how to make money and sustain that money.
Exactly, guys. So this isn't a bluff. This isn't bullshit. We're not just sitting in some random room. This room that we're in right now is inside a 500,000 square foot building that has a manufacturing facility, has multiple companies underneath the roof. Don't sit here and think, hey, these guys are full of shit, because we will take you on the tour. We're not here to sell you a bunch of bullshit. We're simply here to give you guys the baseline of what it takes to build a business.
We're not even selling you anything, actually. We're not selling you shit. We're not even making a dime off this. All we're doing is we're just
here.
I mean, I have so many people ask me questions, how to open a business, how to do that. Well, first off, if you didn't look on fucking Google to learn something yourself, then you probably shouldn't even ask the question. That sounds like harsh or whatever, but it's like, it really is true, though. Like, if you're doing the research and you need some help, cool, but that's kind of what we're trying to do here. Just give you some insight on what it really takes.
Exactly. But again, guys, take anything away from this video, make a decision, don't hesitate, be great. That's it for the day, man.
I like don't hesitate. I guarantee taking shit.
If it's not, we're trademarking that.
Yeah. Don't hesitate, be great. Don't sue us. Bye.